that leads me, guys, into our second main topic today. And our second main topic today is one in which, guys, I wanted to talk about The Last of Us Part 2 multiplayer. So let's talk about it. What I'm going to go ahead and do is take reference from an article written by Alex Avard of Games Radar. And this is The Last of Us 2 Factions multiplayer gameplay footage leaks online, which once again, guys, it's like more Last of Us 2 content or, things are being leaked online once again. But The Last of Us Part 2 Factions multiplayer gameplay leak shows a seriously good looking PvP expansion. The Last of Us 2 has leaked again, but this time the footage is from Naughty Dog's standalone multiplayer expansion, a successor to the original game's PvP mode Factions. The footage, which can be seen from a YouTube channel, The Irish Lizard, is only 11 seconds in length and pretty obscure, but looks legitimate nonetheless. Now, I'm not going to show that, guys, as far as the footage is concerned, but what I'll say is that from what, if this is actually legitimate, okay, which it does look like it's legitimate, but I gotta say, from what it looks like it could be really, really cool. The footage confirms a number of things about Naughty Dog's upcoming title, which was originally meant to be packaged with the main game, but spun off into its own standalone project after the studio realized how ambitious it was becoming. Though it's blurry, you can see users playing as multiple avatars from the campaign, including what appears to be Mel, while another can be spotted firing a bow and arrow as two players duke it out with knives. It's unclear how this footage has landed online and whether it was leaked via the same method as the original Last of Us 2 hack, which published hours of campaign footage ahead of the sequel's release earlier this year. What's also uncertain is when exactly Naughty Dog plans to announce and launch its multiplayer title. With the PS5 scheduled for release this holiday and state of play expected, it's very possible we'll be hearing an official announcement soon and we'll keep you informed. And so with that, guys, okay, so let's talk about this. So actually, to be honest, one thing I didn't mention in the first segment of the show was one thing that did, outside of the whole Joel thing that bothered me about The Last of Us Part 2, was the fact that it didn't have the multiplayer experience, that it was going to be coming later. I just didn't like that concept. I really like it when you get a full package and it's all ready to go. If it's not ready to go, I mean, I feel like a lot of these titles should just wait until that full package is ready. Now, Factions, look, from what it looks like, it looks pretty good. And I'm excited to see more on this. What would be interesting to me is if Naughty Dog would decide to make Factions free to play for everyone. That could be absolutely huge for the developer. It could be huge for The Last of Us Part 2. As far as like the timeline of, how long this game could be, as far as like on top. I mean, this could be a really special ordeal if Naughty Dog decided to make it free to play. But let's just say that it's not. We get Factions later on. Regardless, it does look it looks special. It looks like this is a game mode that looks to be just as gritty, just as unnerving, and probably terrifying at times when you're running into other people that are in an online setting. It has special written all over it. Regardless of whether that footage that's leaked was real or not, I have full faith, guys, in Naughty Dog to really deliver an incredible Factions experience that we can play moving forward. Because at the end of the day, guys, when you beat The Last of Us or The Last of Us Part 2, and you have nothing else to really do within the game, that being like co-op or, multiplayer modes, you're most likely going to move on to another title unless you play the campaign a few times through. What I'm getting at is it's really going to be important for Naughty Dog to have multiple ways that you can connect with the franchise. It just gives you more options, more playing time, and that's what at the end of the day these developers want, is for you to put more time into these games than into other games. And so The Last of Us Part 2 Factions, guys, I think is a great starting point. And we very well may hear more about all of this at State of Play. We may hear more about it, later on down this year. I'll be sure to keep you guys all up to speed as more information comes out about Factions. I'm excited about. But with this leak and all of that coming out, I think that we might be closer than you think to factions actually being released to the world. And I'm really hoping it's in a free-to-play type of mode that we are just, everyone's able to have a chance at playing it. I think that could be huge for Naughty Dog. It could be huge just, for Sony. When you're talking about how many copies they sold of The Last of Us Part 2, I mean, why not make this thing free to play? And then, of course, you can have, microtransactions and such, which, of course, a lot of us don't like microtransactions, but it justifies having microtransactions by having a free-to-play mode, that being factions. I think it could be something really special, guys. The really tense moments and such, going up against other people out there, coming, together, creating your own clans and your own groups and such, could be something really cool. But with that, guys, let me know what you think about factions in the comment section down below. What are you hoping to see out of factions for The Last of Us Part 2? And when do you guys think we'll get more information about it? Let me know what you guys think, and let's have a real conversation about it.